Hello, my name is Puddleduck and welcome back to my nostalgic Minecraft series. In this episode, our first episode in Minecraft version beta 1.7.3, we will be having a look at some of the changes that have occurred since the last version, as well as looking at some of the things that I may have omitted from the 1.6.6 portion of my series. So, blindingly obvious, the cobblestone texture has changed. It's now a lot lighter than it used to be. It does change again in the future, but this is how it looks for now. It's a lot lighter and a lot less imposing, so I personally think it's a good thing. I liked this texture, but then again it was the texture I played Minecraft with for the longest, so I like it. Anyway, one other thing that we're going to need is we're going to need some redstone and some iron. We're going to make a map. So first we need to make a compass, which I believe is exactly like that. Wonderful. And we also need some reeds to make some paper. I think we'll need 9, maybe 6, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's find out. So we'll need that, and we'll need 8 sheets of paper, so we will need... There we are. And we'll place these like this, and the compass in the middle, and we get a map. And let's populate our map. Oh, interesting lighting on the map. Very rudimentary. And it doesn't show much detail at all, but we now have map _0, which is nice. Lovely. Not sure what we'll do with that. Probably expand it in good time, but for now, that can go in there. We have made a map. Marvellous. And should probably do something with all of this. That can go in there for now, next to the map. Okay, we actually have way too much coal on us. We don't need that much coal. What else can we dump in here? That can go there. We don't need those on us, and we have a place for pork there already. Okay, so that's some of the food sorted out. We need that iron back to make one of the new additions that was included in this version of the game. I believe it's that. Shears. So now you don't get, well, you can still get wool from punching a sheep, but you'd have to punch it to death. So, for example, I'll punch this sheep, it just hurts it, doesn't drop any wool. If you right click on it with shears, it drops wool, and it will always drop more when you shear it than if you were to kill it. It will drop 1 or maybe 2 if you kill it, but here I'm getting like 4 a time. That does get reduced a little bit in the future. But shears also have another purpose if you don't know. I'm not going to shear all the sheep because I really cannot be bothered. I do not need to. You can also use them, so many for decoration purposes, which I might do. You can use them to left click and you can harvest leaves. So yeah, you can make like hedges, which I think is great. It can look good, in my opinion. And I'm right, so it looks good. So for example, I could surround that with hedge rather than fence, and that would be a thing. I think something, now that we have shears, something we can build in an upcoming episode is a sheep farm, because I want to start like hoarding wool. Not sure why, but I feel the need. And where to put these? Put that there. And we'll put the slime balls in there because we'll be using those soon as another... Actually, let's use them now. Let's create some stuff. Have we got enough? Yeah, we have got enough cobblestone on us. So if I can remember how this works, we'll need some of those. We have like that there. That there. That there. And finally... we have made another of the additions that's brand new to version 1.7.3, a piston. So let's make a piston and a regular. So let's make another piston because we need another one of those. So they're actually incredibly cheap if you think about what they can do. So then we have 2 pistons, and we can make the other variant of the piston, the sticky piston. Let me just show you how these work if you don't happen to already know. Let's make a couple of levers. Okay. And we'll place that down there. And we'll place that down next to it there. So there's our 2 levers. So they extend and they retract. Now this one you can just use for pushing stuff. This one, it's got this giant splat on the front and it's called a sticky piston for a reason. It does the same thing, but you can place a block there, it'll push it, and so will that one. But that will leave it over there, that will bring it back. So you can make things like doorways and that kind of thing, which I think is ruddy marvellous. Just thought that was cool to show. So that is the main addition for this version of Minecraft. Let's put these here, just out of the way, and put those things safely back where they belong. And let's go to sleep. Okay, we have awoken, and I think, oh, there's a zombie burning up over there. Let's see, this farm, not quite ready to be harvested. Sheep farm. Let us continue expanding in this direction. We're going to level off that bit over there. We have a shovel on us, so that's fine. We could use the bridge, but I'm feeling incredibly lazy. Okay. There's our dogs sitting dutifully there. Where should we build the sheep farm? I'm gonna go for here. So, coming off of here, we have a 2 wide path. And it's going to come to an entranceway, kind of like the one that we have for the other farm, our wheat farm. However, this will be gravel. And then we're going to surround this one with a hedge, actually. But it's going to be cobblestone lined. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Plenty wide enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. That seems reasonable. Just excavate that. Definitely not just using cobblestone because it's what I have on me. Definitely not. And we're going to want to have this stood away from the hill a bit. So I'll excavate that a bit further. And go one further. Might have to put in a retaining wall. I'll think about that in the future, but for now we just need to get rid of this stone. We don't like exposed stone, it looks bad. Well, that'll look alright once the grass spreads into there. Okay, so we need some hedge. We need plenty of leaves. So let's go back over here. We'll grab some leaves using our brand new shears. And we'll build that up. And we'll also grab some gravel from our supply stores while we are here. And then we'll see about luring some sheep in. Okay, so we're back over here. Let's fill this in. Now, I think we don't need doors. We're actually going to use our brand new pistons for this. And let's do it on the cheap. Now, this is an idea that's just come to me. We are going to go grab some redstone and create another regular piston. Oh, no. There's a wild wolf killing that sheep. I honestly don't care. I mean, I probably will care when there are no sheep left for me to lure back into my sheep pen. But that's a problem for future me. So we'll grab that piston. Enough stuff to make another one. And one of those levers. We need, like I said, enough stuff to make another piston. Okay, so we're going to have it... We don't need sticky pistons because we're using gravel to which gravity applies. We need some more of those. And just finish making our little piston. There we are. Okay. So now we can go back over here and we can have a piston actuated entranceway. I promise this farm wasn't just an... Oh, some wool from a dead sheep. Cool. Wasn't just an excuse to build something with pistons, although it does seem that it has become that way. I'm going to need to make some repeaters, which I can do up here. Because I have a crafting table in here. I don't think I need repeaters, but it's just an easy way to get redstone directionally into a block. I have no idea what is outside, so I'm going to close the door. I know I need some redstone torches. I think. Oop. Is it literally that? No. Okay. Stand by. I'm going to check the wiki. Okay. Annoyingly, I need smooth stone, which is handy because I have enough to do what I want to do. I just have to go get it. That's the annoying part. Stand by. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, now we have our smooth stone, we can actually make our redstone repeaters. So we need 3 of those across the bottom, that in there, and then we have a redstone repeater. Now we're going to need 2 of them, so let's get on that. Nearly there. Okay, we now have 2 redstone repeaters. Wonderful. Marvellous, one could say. I'm amazed how I've gone from talking about how I might build a farm to just it being the thing I'm doing this episode. I did actually have a list of things I wanted to do this episode, and this wasn't on the list. It was a short list, to tell the truth, but that's besides the point. Okay, so let's grab these repeaters. Now you can use repeaters to set a delay. I'm not going to because that would be a bit annoying. Now, oh, I do still have enough. I thought I'd put my gravel away. See, now we have those linked up together. we can tell it that from anything on that block, when it commands the lever, perfect. We now have our barrier. I like that. And let's place the dirt back over. No, it's not dirt that we need to put over, it's gravel. Wonderful. And that needs to be dirt, so that will cross over. And we'll need a set of log, a piece of log there. And I want a piece of log on each corner. In fact, it's going to be each corner, not just on top of it. It's falling dark. Let's place some torches down. Be a torch on each corner, which means we now run out of torches, which is handy because I have the stuff to make them. Definitely not rushing this at all. And now let's place our leaves. Oh, we now have a hedge. I hope they don't despawn. I have a feeling they might. Anyway, let's go into the windmill and make a sign. We've acquired his attention. Dealt with swiftly, of course. Let's make our sign. And there's a skeleton outside now as well. That's fantastic. Sign. Wonderful. I hope they're not, like, on top of the building. I don't think they are. Or in the building. Yeah, the spiders can see through walls, so I guarantee that spider is moving up and down the side of the building. Let's make a run for it. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Leaves decay. I know in later versions of the game, leaves do not decay. So here I'm going to have to put... Yes, in. Go in. No, stay in. Fool. Let's deal with you. Thank you. Expertly dispatched. Let's put these in here. And they will not decay. And just so it looks better, we'll stick those in there. Now I don't think we have a way of actually breeding the cows. Cows? What? Ah, you bastard. Go back in. 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 Ooh, that was very lucky. Would have blown up all my redstone. I mean, there's basically nothing there, but would have blown it up nonetheless. Right, now you, my friend, will go inside. In. In! All the way in, all the way in, all the way in. Close. Okay, we've got one in. And he will stay in. And you want to be with your friend, don't you? Let's close that so he doesn't get ideas of walking out. Okay, well technically it is a sheep farm. We have one sheep. Ooh, and this needs sorting. We'll sort that next episode, or we'll sort that off camera. In you go. No! You'll stay. I'll gather more sheep off camera, but for now... We'll put a sign on that next episode, or off camera. I really am not comfortable. I know, knowing my luck, exactly in the time it would take me to write out my sign, a creeper would walk from further over on the hill and kill me. So, we'll go home and we'll end the episode there. Okay, wonderful. These chickens are becoming a nuisance. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. We've made a bit of progress this episode. If you liked the video, please remember to like, comment on what you'd like me to do, and in fact subscribe if you want to be notified of my further videos, especially in this series. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.